Light crowd, huh? Everybody in Miami, it looks like. Well, unfortunately, they missed a really good game. Well played by both teams, except at the free throw line. I'm really disappointed. You know, I'm proud of our effort, proud of how hard we played, and we gave ourselves a chance after that horrendous start to the game. But and we had our chances down the stretch. I 100% take that last possession of the first overtime. That was, yeah, we tried to put in, just do something that we hadn't practiced, and we didn't execute it very well, obviously. And to not get a shot in that instance, 100% on me. So what we did learn, though, is we're a pretty good team, and we can play with anybody. That's a really good basketball team, and to take them to double overtime, it's just, these are the hardest as a coach. I've been doing this for a long time. These are the hardest games, because you think of how many what ifs we could have done here and could have done there. I could have coached it better. We could have played it better. You know, we learned, I think, that every possession matters. But to get beat by 26 on the boards, you know, you're not going to beat teams with that kind of production. 28 offensive rebounds. So, yeah. All right.
What did they do to, as in your team, to kind of flip the switch at halftime after that first half?
Well, they helped us a little bit. I mean, they didn't miss many shots, and they actually had some pretty good looks in the early third quarter, but they just missed it. You know, they didn't miss any in the first half. So, you know, it's just the law of averages, I guess, at some point. But I thought we picked up our pressure defensively, ran a lot more zone. We tried to trap. I mean, we forced 26 turnovers tonight. You know, we did a great job in that area. We just, you know, in the end, didn't make enough baskets. But yeah, that's all. We didn't, you know, do anything magical. I think we just played harder and played a little bit better.
Curious. Sarah had 16 minutes. Is she okay? It feels like she was just on like less minutes than she's usually having.
She averages about 16 minutes. Look at the stats.
Coach, just on that inbounds play at the end of the first overtime, can you just explain a little bit more, like what was the thought process going into that? I know you said it was a play you guys hadn't practiced, but
no, we've practiced it. We hadn't reviewed it, you know, going into this game. And you know, we were supposed to set a little double screen away, a staggered away for Katie to come up. She was a little late coming up. In fact, I think she cut underneath, and then the second screener, which is our bigger kid, is supposed to, you know, slip it and dive. We were hoping to get her at the block, isolated, and we just kind of forgot to, you know, go to the right spots. And it broke down, and then, you know, we ended up throwing behind the ball, and then you know, I think in that situation, we just got to always remember, go to the basket. All our momentum's got to go downhill in whatever we run, and we just didn't, you know, and that was an opportunity I felt that, you know, we gave them, and I saw the air kind of go out of us a little bit to start that second overtime, and we continued to fight. But yeah, I just, there was a different kind of momentum.
You said you were in there just talking to the team right now, trying to lift them up. What was your message to them?
That we can play. We're a good team. But that also, you know, you don't get these opportunities very often. This is one of the best teams in the country. And we played them toe-to-toe and had multiple opportunities to win the game, and we didn't. So I'm not into moral victories at all. I'm crushed that we didn't win the game because we had the opportunity. So that's the main thing, you know, and we have 2 days to recover because we got another Big Ten. You know, I was looking at the net this morning. We're 25 in the net. 25 in the net out of 360 some at school. We played a good, you know, we played good basketball. We're 9th in the Big Ten. I mean, 25th in the country, 9th in the Big Ten. So every night's going to be a dogfight. Every night. There are going to be a ton of games that come down like this. And so hopefully we learn from it and we can, you know, be better the next time. You know, we've had 2 close games this year. We won at Auburn, and now we lost this close one tonight. So we've just got to learn from it so that the next time we don't make the same mistakes.
you know that obviously you kind of touched on obviously the rebounds, right, but also the free throws. It just felt like both were kind of uncharacteristic. I mean, what do you attribute that
We're
to?
one of the best
Just
free throw shooting teams in the country, and Yeah, just one of those nights. I think, I don't know. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. We had the right people shooting free throws, and they just, they didn't go. But they weren't any better. In fact, I think they were worst. So I'm not sure if that's Christmas rust or what that was, but we just got to do a better job there.
After the Portland game, a point of emphasis was transition defense. Felt like the first half, the transition defense wasn't there, but you guys seemed to pick it up in the second half. Do you feel like your transition defense is getting better as you get to the heart of conference play?
Yeah, and there were two keys going into this game, and one, we didn't do that well. The transition, we were okay. I mean, they average 30 points on 30 second chance points a game and about 18 and a half fast break points or in transition. So about 49 total. And obviously we didn't do a good job on the board. So we wanted to rebound well, and we wanted to stop them in transition, make it a half court game. And when we did, I thought we had some success. Yeah, I thought we were okay in transition. We kind of let down a couple of times early in the game, but I didn't think that was the big key. I think it was just rebounding the ball. We couldn't secure enough of them. And then when Ahis goes out and Mia, they're our two best rebounders, we become, not quite as good there. So we've just got to continue to get better.
Just out of curiosity, I mean, I know it was double overtime, but when was the last time you had 5 players foul out?
Yeah, well, I can't say anything about that, So, yeah, they had a few foul out too. But, yeah, I don't think I've ever coached a team that had five players foul out.
Coach, when you talk about obviously getting ready for the next game, how important is it for this team making sure over the next couple of days of practice that you do see them kind of flush this one down and that obviously they kind of start out fresh?
Well, I hope they don't flush it down. I think we need to learn from it, and learn from it. It's not one of those games where you get beat 30 and those you can flush because you're not going to learn anything from looking at it. But we've got to get right back up. We got to get right back up and play a good Northwestern team. This is, they're solid. I saw they got beat tonight up at Washington, but they're going to come in here and it's going to be a battle. And I'm glad you guys are here and not Miami. I'm sure you don't appreciate that, but we're glad you're here. It was a good crowd tonight too. Really good crowd, and I think they were treated to a good game. I know they're all going home disappointed, but hopefully they continue to come out and support the team. This is a good group. It's a good group. They play really hard, and just sometimes their coach is a knucklehead.
To the crowd a little more, what type of impact did they have, and especially second half and overtime? Felt like they started to ramp up.
I thought it was huge. Yeah, there were times this place was really rocking. It was loud, and I thought it affected them a little bit, the other team, and yeah, they can be a real a real boost to us. We have a great crowd here. They're knowledgeable, and and they love their Ducks. And I just hope we can give them more to cheer about.